Well, several years ago, my mentor Gunnar Olson told a story about some plastic bags that had sealed because of some molecular structure in the making of them just damaged. And so basically, he had 1,000 pallets of these bags that were trash. And so he told the story about how God impressed him and his family after they heard they had 1,000 pallets of junk to really not let it go, but to really ask God help in solving the problem, because it could have put him out of business. And so it's a very inspiring story. And if you're watching this, you might even be able to watch his video as well. After 3 days of praying into that, the Lord said, go and lay hands on the pallets. And an amazing thing happened. Those pallets were restored overnight. And it was a miracle that was spoken about in Europe. And the people who inspected the bags came back and said, hey, these have been restored. And so it was a real miracle. And so a few years later, I had been published for the first time, and I had books that I had to take as part of the agreement. And I had about 1,000 books in my basement, and it was, the internet was just really getting going. And I said, you know, we're only selling 2 or 3 books a week. That's not going to get it. And so I was thinking about Gunnar's story, and it brought back the mind of Job 22:28. It says, "You will also declare a thing, and it will be established for you. So light will shine on your way." And then in Mark 11, it talks about speak to your mountain. And so I had these things going on in my mind one Saturday morning when I woke up and my business was out of my home. The Lord impressed me to go down to my basement and tell my books to leave and go be a blessing to someone who can use them. So I put my hands on the books. I said, in the name of Jesus, get out of the basement and go be a blessing to someone who can use these books. And amazing thing happened that afternoon around 2 o'clock, when my business was supposed to be closed on a Saturday. I got a call from a ministry in Dallas, Texas that serves CEOs, and they ordered 300 books. It was a $3,000 order. And I was glad it was the business was closed, because it would have made me think, well, that's just a coincidence. But you'll have a hard-pressed time to convince me that that was a coincidence. So, you know, if God calls you to do things out of the ordinary, that might be one of them. And I also wrote a book about it, 31 Decrees of Blessing for Your Work Life. You can get that at our bookstore if you want. So God bless, and I hope that encourages you. Take care.